With November midterms quickly approaching, voters have just 2 weeks to decide who they'll support for Iowa governor. That's our top story.
Raise Iowa's taxes.
Incumbent Governor Kim Reynolds and her Democratic challenger Fred Hubbell squared off for the third and final time on Sunday. The two go head-to-head in an hour-long morning debate in Davenport. Questions covered a number of important topics, but school safety was one of the most talked about.
That we have a focus on public safety and gun safety in our state. I fully support the Second Amendment. We don't need more guns in our schools. What we need is a commitment to gun safety.
Governor Reynolds takes a different approach, saying her role as a teacher's mother gives her a unique appreciation for school safety. She says the issue starts with mental health care.
At the root of the issue with individuals, there's something that causing them to act out, as I've done.
From there, the debate went a different direction, focusing on jobs and Iowa's economy. Funding for education quickly became the hot-button issue, with Reynolds defending a 2% cut to higher education while also questioning Fred Hubbell's time in former Governor Chet Culver's administration.
We had a couple tough budget years. Everybody had to be held accountable. We didn't cut K-12 education. When Fred's team and the Culver administration, when they were in charge, they did a 10% across the board cut, not only higher education, but K-12 education, public safety, and public health.
Hubbell didn't answer the question of education funding directly, but instead focused on his answer on making the state #1 in education.
We used to be proud of education. We could be again. But we need to commit to making it #1. That means that we need to focus not on graduation rates, but the fact that 30% of our kids in 3rd grade don't meet the minimum reading requirement. Over half of our kids that are graduating from high school these days aren't college ready.
One candidate voters didn't get to hear from on Sunday was Libertarian nominee Jake Porter. Despite polling at 7%, Porter was not invited to participate in any of the 3 scheduled debates. We invited him to join us in studio last week to respond to his exclusion.
There is a certain amount of credibility. There's certain people that do watch the debates, and there's also media that watch the debates to cover stories afterwards. So there's a certain amount of credibility that we'd like to address some issues that aren't often talked about.
For continued coverage of the 2018 Iowa gubernatorial race, visit SiouxlandProud.com.